What's going on, everybody? It's Vince with Rooted Lawn Co. I'm so glad to be out of hibernation and being back into the lawn where we all belong. Today we're going to talk about soil testing. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that's already subscribed to me now, and hit that like button while you're at it. So soil testing, let's put it this way. Each year we go to the doctors, we get blood work drawn. That blood work will tell us what's going on in our body. Right? If our cholesterol's too high, we can stop eating chips and eat more veggies, right? Similar concept is we're taking soil samples, a test of your soil to see what levels we have in there. Your nitrogen, your phosphorus, your potassium, those are your macros, and then also your micros. If you want to go that route, you can see what micronutrients you also have in there. Soil testings, I use them once a year. I do it every winter, coming out of winter, and it's well before I put an application of fertilizer down. You never want to get a soil test after you put down fertilizer. If you do, it's going to be altered. So I'm going to take a sample of my front. This is all redone. This past year I did a renovation. Go take a look at that video. I want to know what's in this soil. I want to know how I need to treat it properly. I'm going to take a numerous amount of samples out here, and then I'm going to take a bunch of samples out back, and I'm going to separate them and send 2 separate samples. You want to take a bunch of samples all throughout your lawn. That way you combine all those little samples into one pile. It mixes all up and it tells you exactly what's going on in your soil over the whole lawn. So check this out. Here are a couple cores that I just collected. All right, you can see I'm staying consistent in about the 4-inch, and I have it marked here at 4 inches. Staying consistent at the 4-inch on each one of them. I use Spectrum Analytic. Spectrum Analytic is super simple. You go online, you type in spectrumanalytic.com, I'll leave a link below, and you select the tier that you want of what soil test you want. So I always get the one with the NPK, your nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Also, I always get the one that tells you, I think they're pretty standard, has the pH on it as well, just so I can see what I'm doing year to year and if I'm making adjustments or not accordingly. So my front lawn, as I mentioned, I'm going to do the full, I think it's tier 3. And the other one, I'm going to do just a basic, your NPK, because I've made a bunch of adjustments in the back lawn already. I feel like I don't need the full analysis that they have to offer. All right, so I collected all of my samples. I went down about 4 inches. I marked my soil probe, so I knew how deep I needed to be, and I made sure that I was consistent all throughout. With clean hands, I'm gonna empty all the dirt out into a bucket, a clean bucket, make sure it's away from other fertilizers, and I'm gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna put it in a baggie, and then you send it to whatever soil test company that you choose. In a couple weeks, you'll get an analysis back, and I'll tell you, hey, your NPK is this. If you got micros, this is what you have. And down below, at least on Spectrum Analytic, it'll tell you to make these adjustments according to your soil analysis. And it makes it pretty awesome and pretty easy to make sure you're not throwing down way too much fertilizer that you really don't need. So that's it. That's how you do a soil test. That's how you use a probe to get the samples that you need. Find the company that you decide that you want to use, send it to them, and then you have your analysis, and you can throw down accordingly. You can maybe save some money on fertilizer this year because it's so expensive, and you can learn so much about your soil. So in a nutshell, a soil test is a collection of samples throughout your lawn. You compile it, send it out to a company, they analyze it, they tell you your NPK, your micros, your macros, and they let you know what you're gonna need to put down in your lawn to have a healthy green lawn over the next year. Thanks guys for watching. Comment below, let me know what company you guys are gonna use, or if you're not gonna do a soil sample. I appreciate it guys, I'll see you in the next one.